Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Shea, CEO and co-founder of Fashion Mingle, a global platform for fashion industry professionals. And I want to thank everybody for joining us on this live stream. We've got some exciting guests to introduce you to. In just a few days, the Digital Fashion Online Summit is going to be held March 28th and 29th. And we have Anina and Jus10H here to talk with us about what they're doing for the summit. It's very exciting. I want to give a big thank you to Fashion Week Online, Fashion Next, Runway the Real Way, International Designers Network, and 360 Fashion Network for allowing us to stream this event on their platforms as well. So, Anina, thank you for joining us.
So awesome to be here and see the power of Fashion Mingle taking place. And thank you so much for allowing us, all the partners, to live stream on their platforms and to connect worldwide. Certainly exciting times that we're in when we connect up and we work together.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you have a very exciting event planned for next weekend. So I can't wait to get into the details. Jus10H is a fashion designer and Fashion Mingle member that we've had a lot of fun activities with. And Justin has a brand called Jus10, and he is producing an interactive fashion film that's going to actually debut on March 28th, and a week from Sunday, but at the live event from 5 to 8 p.m. Hey, Justin, how are you doing?
I'm great, Melissa. How are you?
Great, and thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just so fascinated to hear about this interactive fashion film. Can you tell us what to expect?
Sure. Well, thank you first, Melissa, for all your support that you've given me throughout the years, and to Fashion Mingle and to Anina for even allowing me to do such an amazing project, and to all the partners who have allowed us to stream. So yes, I will be doing my first fashion interactive video, and it's not really a video; it's a film. What I will be doing is putting the customer and the watcher and the viewer. I'm putting my collection in their hands. So we built a unique storyline with the help of Andrew Maxwell, who has created and produced this film. We decided to, everybody knows that, I love a good photo shoot, I love a good editorial, and I love, being able to produce content to be published. So what we did was we built a storyline off of a photo shoot, an editorial photo shoot. And what will happen is you'll be able to pick your model. And then after that, you'll be able to dress the model how you see fit. And you will determine the final outcome of what that model will be wearing in the last photo that we shoot, that we will send over to publication. So this time, it's not really all in my hands. I'm giving you the choices, but you will be able to actually dress the live model. This is not, a doll or anything. This is a live model that you will be able to dress, and the ending result lies in your hand. So it's very, very exciting and nervous at the same time.
Well, it just sounds so fascinating. I've never heard of an event like this, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is done. And Anina, you've been a Fashion Mingle member for many years as well, and we can always count on you for pushing the envelope on how to use technology and the fashion industry. So how did you guys come up with this idea?
So I've wanted to do interactive fashion film for a long time because I just feel like it's the next level of going online, and I see lots of trends that are pointing us in that direction. For example, Lenovo and other computers are coming out with touch screens. I don't know if you've noticed that, for example. And also the world around us is becoming interactive. We see more and more augmented reality and virtual reality, but those are you need special conditions, and you need, high-speed network, you need goggles, you need a smartphone, you need all of those things in order to have an experience. What fascinates me and what I am really excited about interactive film is that all you need is a browser and a computer and an internet connection. It is really ubiquitous, but that doesn't mean to say that it's not high tech. So an interactive fashion film means that you can actually click and make decisions. Throughout Justin's film, you will be asked to make a decision, and the film will not advance until you decide. And of course, it is kind of funny when you make tests about this. People I just stand there looking at the screen. So you often have to have the models like prompting you, like, go on, click it, just click it, take your mouse and click on it. They're not clicking on it. Why are they, and you have this menu that's going on like that until somebody is like, and then, it's very funny. Like then what happens is, and this is the really cool part, is that the film will advance, but it advances in the direction that has been chosen seamlessly, right? And so throughout this entire film, you'll be asked at certain points to take decisions, and then you will determine the outcome of the film. And so I feel like this is reflective of the trend in gaming. When you have your avatar, you decide where do you go in these virtual worlds, left, right, front, back. Do you talk to that person? Do you not talk to that person, right? There's a whole bunch of decision-making factors going on. Well, that's going to carry through. And while I don't think that, passive films where we're just enthralled and good movie making will go away, I do think that this interactive part and giving the opportunity to the viewers to decide the outcomes is a new media format, and perfect, in my opinion, for the online fashion weeks. What do you think, Justin?
I think so too. I think that it will give everyone another way to, be interactive, involved, with the clothing line. It's different from fashion weeks where, you're just sitting there and you're watching the outfits and the looks and and the designer go down. You actually get to play a part. So one thing about this that intrigued me was that, people actually was able to, and they are going to be able to have a hand in investing in something in my brand. So basically they will actually be helping me, create this collection, which is good. And I think it'll actually give them a better sense of involvement in my brand. So I'm excited to see what happens with it. I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited to see what will happen with it. I really am.
Well, it's certainly very different from how you have traditionally shown your collections. I know you've shown your collection at the Eiffel Tower, you've shown your collection in Times Square, and many other amazing places. So it just stands to reason that you would now enter the virtual world.
Yeah, and I was telling Anina, and I've said it plenty of times on other platforms. This was not anything, as you know, Melissa, that I was even searching to do. Give me a good runway, give me a good platform, and I'm okay. I'm content. I'm happy. But with the pandemic, it was just something that I was basically forced into. Because as you know, I had to do digital. With New York Fashion Week in Times Square this year, and then also my own collection, I had to actually do that. And actually had to live stream that virtually. So with that, I was able to connect and tap into a whole new world of people and customers that I didn't have before. So I was very, very pleased at that. I'm very pleased at the outcome. And I would say to any designer, don't down it like I did, because I did. There was nothing I wanted to touch. But I would say, tap into it, because there is a full world out there that people that don't know your name.
Well, and it's exciting to think about your debuting this fashion film And I think it's going to spark a lot of creativity as other designers think about how they could use this to promote their own brand too. Just because you're having to do things virtual now doesn't mean that once we go back to in real life, we have to abandon virtual. It now can just be part of the whole fashion experience.
Yeah, I definitely think it should. Like, I don't think, fashion weeks will ever die. That's just me. I think that they will always be there, and I think that they should be there. But I also agree with you 100%. Like, there's still a world that we all need to tap into, and I think that that's the virtual world. So while we're working with in person, we need to work with virtual as well.
Absolutely. So let's I have a few questions about how people can watch the film on March 28th. So number one, Anina, can you watch this from your phone as well as a laptop computer?
So the event actually takes place online. So as it uses advanced browser capabilities, it's honestly best done on a bigger screen, and B, I'm really hoping that people will embrace this idea that it can be more than a Zoom, and that there is something that can be created online. And so, a bigger screen and setting up your environment. I encourage people to get in the spirit of it and dress up, put on a hat, throw on some lippy doo, have a nice ambiance, and really think about what you can bring to the event. We're all sitting down now, but that doesn't mean we'd have to be. You just need to have your space set up properly, right? And to be interactive with it. So that's first thing. And then secondly, the film itself will be actually debuted on Justin's site. It's just that at the event, we're going to talk a little bit about the making of, the backstage, because unfortunately, Andrew is not here, but the part of the hurdle of finding a brand that would do this with me was the worry of, will the filmmaker be able to shoot it? Because how do you shoot something that has infinite possibilities of outcomes, right? I can't even figure that out. I can do the programming, according to the map, but the actual shooting, no way. That takes a professional filmmaker, of which Andrew is. And the funny thing is that I didn't know this, but Justin told me later, Andrew is a big tech head, and he actually had seen interactive films made before. They just haven't been made in fashion before. They've been used in corporate training environments, teaching people about, how they should act and react and say and not say things, right? Because it's a good teaching mechanism, right? You're creating new synapses in your brain, and you're having an experience, an emotional reaction. It's a much better learning tool, an interactive tool, than just sitting there and watching some passive movie on, diversity inclusion. They use it to have the person try the different experiences, and then they see how that plays out. So Andrew had already seen that. He was an old hat, and he knew exactly what to do. So that was incredibly lucky. And I guess that just goes to, hats off to Justin, because he knows how to pick them, and he knows who to work with, Maybe you can tell us a little bit about Andrew, because he really, he has made this whole thing easy.
Yeah, Andrew is absolutely amazing. I think, Melissa, you met Andrew at Times Square Fashion Week when he came down.
Yeah, you have a great media team. I'm always impressed with what they deliver.
Thank you. Andrew is top notch. When I tell you, me and Andrew have been friends for years. Like, we go back to high school, but Andrew has always been tech savvy. Like, he's always been that one to figure things out. So when, we kind of linked together, and, Andrew's been doing stuff for me for years, but when we linked together, he's always put his best foot forward in the way that he presents me, and that's one thing I love. And I knew when the opportunity came, I couldn't ask anybody else but Andrew, because I knew he would know the fine lines of how to pull this all together. You know, he always says, and I always say, like, you handle the tech, I handle the fashion, and he always puts that together. And I think that's what he is. You know, he's a guy that can mold and bring things together. And he definitely brought Anina's vision to life. You know, like she said, she did the programming, but he was able to create the storyline out of my head and film it. You know, not
That's
too many people
amazing.
can do that. Yeah, not too many people can do that, you know, and take something out of somebody else's head and actually make it work. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
absolutely amazing.
really, yeah, that's definitely a very, very talented person. Really looking forward to seeing the film. And so we have to have tickets to see this film. So Anita, you want to tell us about the best way to get tickets?
Yeah, so actually we like to call them seats, you know, because
Okay.
we're going to a show. So, you know, I find it far more elegant to say that, you know, there are gallery seats. So if you want to attend the summit, the gallery seats are free, as they are always at shows. And then we have, of course, more advanced seating arrangements like the front row, and we have the VIP box seats. So if you would like to attend the VIP event, there's going to be 80 top level, all of the conference speakers. That means investors from major Silicon Valley investment firms. We're going to have people from all around the world. You know, Muchinetta from Fashion Nerd, the premier fashion news portal, along with Electric Runway, news portal out of Canada. We have AP News showing up. I pitched the heck out of her, and she became a believer. You remember her in the clubhouse? She was pitching people to come at the end. She was like, I got my seats. You all have to come, you know? And so, yeah, you just need a front row seat, and then you can attend both the conference and the VIP party. So it's really we've tried to make it as accessible as possible. And I'd like to shout out to our partner, our mutual partner, Catherine Schuler from Runway the Real Way. They have come in as a sponsor for a limited number of front row tickets, so front row seats. If you have economic difficulty and you would like to attend, here's what we ask to be able to receive that scholarship from Runway the Real Way is go on our Instagrams and retweet and use your creativity to, you know, promote the event and promote Justin. And the most creatives that, you know, pop up on our stories are more than welcome, because if you've got that kind of creativity and drive, we definitely want you, you know, to come to the event and to be there with us. And already this one girl, she just pulled her head out of the rabbit, and it like went viral. Like everyone started reposting this video that she did. So she's in, you know, and I just think that's just a little thank you for Miss Schuler and Runway the Real Way for providing those scholarships, because I don't know when you will ever be able in 2021 to meet all these people. And in realistically speaking, if you were going to meet them, you would be flying internationally or locally, at least, to somewhere, and you would be staying in a hotel and buying food, and it would all get extremely expensive, not to mention, you know, conference tickets are definitely very expensive. And so, you know, you would have to put forth a lot of effort, and here we are coming to you. We're bringing the party to you in your own living room. So, you know, I think we need to get into the spirit of it, because magic starts to happen when you have artificial intelligence in there matchmaking you up. Serendipitous starts happening. And also I found the events that I've attended online that are similar in nature, it really makes me feel less alone. I think we all can testify to Clubhouse, right? And this two-way conversation that we can have, this together, that there's not like the stage and the people, these round tables, right? And that's really what we've created there. And I'm so excited that people can come and talk with Justin personally and Andrew and talk about the film. And, you know, they're going to be there from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he's going to be able to hear people's reaction to the film right away. It's going to be exciting. And I'm just curious, Justin, now that you're more and more online, you know, do you think that the online networking is going to be fun?
I think so. I think it'll be fun. I think it's been hyped up enough and broadcasted enough that it will be. I think it's what we make it. I think anything is what you make it. If you make it fun, it will be fun. If you don't make it fun, it won't be fun. So I think anything in life, whether it's virtual, non-virtual, in person, or non in person, if you make it fun, it will be fun. So we're going to make it interesting and fun. And I'm really excited just to, you know, hear your perspective on it, Melissa, and those out there that are watching. I want to hear your perspective, good and the bad, you know, so that's the only way we'll be able to perfect it and do better next time.
It is experimental, right? Like never been done is kind of always scary on all sides, you know, and you know, always experimentation. But I do believe that we can rest assured that Andrew is a super professional, and your clothes are beautiful.
No, thank you.
And I did my programming part, so it can only be great. In my opinion, we got all the components for magic, right?
Right, we have to speak it. We have to speak it. Just the nerves in me, you know, just my nerves. That's all.
That's okay. I think that's the wonderful thing about all this experimental technology and different things that we've been trying is everybody knows it's new. Everybody, you know, there's a lot of forgiveness that just goes right into this because everybody's learning how to use different technology and learning how to use it in different ways. So don't be nervous. I think that this audience is going to be very grateful to you for trying something new and giving us a new way to experience fashion during the COVID situation.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So you guys, I'm really excited, and I just ask everybody to please follow us and also check out the many speakers. Justin is in good company. It is an amazing lineup. It's been a lot of work, that's for sure. But every minute, there's even a line, Justin, I didn't tell you, there's a line of people who want to speak at the conference, and there's no more room. I've already gone down to 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, there's something going on, you know, and I just don't want to crowd the party even more, you know?
No,
so
I agree.
So it's like,
well, this is good for next year. This is good for next year. That means people will want to come back next year. This is good.
Exactly. So I'm super grateful. Thank you, Fashion Mingle, also for you being always giving so much support and visibility through the network to all your professionals. And I just hope that the Fashion Mingle crew will show up.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope everybody hears about it. We have one more week to spread the word. So you know, please share this video on your own. You know, Facebook page or wherever you're viewing it. We're promoting.
We don't have a week. It's this weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Yes.
I'm always like a week behind because I'm always wishing I had one more week.
It's Sunday. Right. I wish we had another week, Melissa. I would give anything. Do you have that Harry Potter magic wand, please? Please, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that went sideways. Could you make that Alakazam away for me, please?
I wish. So Sunday night. So the Digital Fashion Online Summit actually starts on Sunday. At what time does it start for your entire summit, Anina?
Yeah, so 9 a.m. I give an overview
Okay.
because the schedule is quite chock-a-block. So I need to navigate people to what information is most important to them. I tried to group things together, so that people
Mhm.
could be online for blocks of time and didn't have to go away. So like
Definitely.
all the blockchain stuff is together, all the AI stuff is together, all the digital fashion stuff is together, all the 3D printing stuff is together, all the fit
Mhm.
technology, Dale Noel also, part of
Mhm.
it. So, I tried to group it together. So if someone is just interested in
Right.
blockchain, they can
So
show up for all
you can jump on however whatever your biggest interest lie and see it. So that's going to open up 9 a.m. Sunday, but then it's also running into Monday as well. Am I correct?
Yep, absolutely. Then we have the party from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 p.m. And then we're
On
all
Sunday
jumping in
night.
the after party, which will be on Clubhouse because coincidentally our Fashion Tech Talk room is taking place there. So
Okay.
then we'll have
Wonderful.
the after party, so we'll be able to talk about what just happened, and then I'm going to try to get some sleep because it'll be actually morning for me because I'll be 24 hours awake, and then I'll start again at 9 a.m. Kathy Hackle opens the second day, and then we've got Larry Namer from E Entertainment Television. We've got Gary James McQueen. I mean, we are in good company. We've got Alexander Sugarin from Moscow. We've got Bruno. We've got so many of the top people I know, and I'm just
That's awesome.
privileged to be able to be in the company of Justin, whose brand is so beautiful. And I
Thank you.
love the message. Justin, you didn't tell the message of your brand. Why? I found it out last live stream that about this collection. You didn't tell about the collection.
Okay, well, I'll give a little bit about the collection. So we went back to my Dungaree collection, which I released back in September. So I put a new era to the Dungaree, and I kind of refreshed it a little bit. And what we did was we actually are layering denim this time. So it'll be my custom Dungaree jean, but it'll be layered. But this time, it's really not really based on a specific gender. Anyone will be able to wear either piece. So it's non-gendered. If you see a blazer that the female's wearing, guys can wear it as well. If the male jacket is something that you like, the females can wear it. And the same with the kids. We've kind of did that. We only have two pieces that we've kept more on the feminine side for that customer that, I have my female customers are my customers. So we kept that. We kept two pieces, male, female, and child for the feminine customer. But however, we are this whole collection is very interactive. So it's not just the video, but the collection and the pieces are interactive. So if you see it and you love it, you can wear it. Doesn't matter what gender you are.
I
Very
love
Because
that
we
cool.
bring fashion.
message.
We
I
bring
love
fashion to
that
everyday
message.
life. Yeah. So I want to make
I
sure that
love that
everybody knows.
message. And do you see why, Melissa, it's so perfect for interactive video? Because the collection is infinite, so the choices are infinite. Male, female, it doesn't matter. And so I didn't even know that because I don't poke my nose in the storyline part. But I found that out last discussion, and I was like, "What?" So then it made such sense. So I really love diversity and inclusion.
Yeah, they're very clean pieces, and just we stuck with denim. I stuck with denim because I know it's just a cultural piece. Everyone loves denim. Everybody wants to be comfortable, and that's a fabric that will last a lifetime.
Mhm. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing all of this amazing opportunity with us. And I'm just so thrilled to see you collaborating. It makes me very happy when I see Fashion Mingle members getting together and finding new ways to work together. And it's what Fashion Mingle is all about. So we are looking forward to seeing the digital fashion film on this Sunday, March 28th, 5 p.m. go to 360fashion.net, and you will be able to find the link to join it. You will need to reserve your seats, so don't forget to do that in advance.
Absolutely, and just thrilled, and thank you so much for, bringing us all together all the time. You do that in such a wonderful way. Thank you.
Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
Melissa, I just want to thank you for being such an amazing person. This is what you do. Everyone, this is what Melissa does. She brings everyone together. She is a networking queen. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Well, happy to do it. It's easy to do it when I have such talented people to share with the world. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you, Justin. And we will leave the stream open for just a few minutes, and then you'll hear some nice music.
Okay.